Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new movie review. Now, this one is for Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. Now, this movie takes place a couple of years before the events of Mad Max Fury Road. So, yes, it's a prequel. It's an origin story for the character Furiosa. Now, this movie stars Anya-Taylor Joy and Chris Hemsworth, and director Josh Miller returns here to direct this one. Now, watching this movie feels like seeing like a graphic novel come to life. You have the heightened of reality bordering on surrealism, and plus the framing of a lot of the shots and VFX that are really stand out, and they give the graphic novel feel, and it's really great. It's really cool, and some incredible shots in this movie. Now there's also a shadow that hangs over this film, and that's the distinct lack of Charlize Theron. Now, Theron was a revelation in the 2015 Mad Max Fury Road, an action heroine cut from the same cloth as Ellen Ripley and Sarah Connor, yet distinct in her own right, and Fury Road made her an iconic action star to this day. So when director Josh Miller decided to do a Fury Road prequel, but cast a younger actress as Furiosa, we all kind of side-eye him, but he was like, oh no, this is Furiosa is going to be much younger, so therefore the film needs a younger actress. And who can get upset about casting Anya-Taylor Joy? We all love her. But now, having seen this film, no spoilers, there will be no spoilers here. But you see, at the very end, you're like, why did you recast Tyrone? It makes absolutely no sense when you see the end of this movie. Also, because even Taylor Joy is absent from a large part of this big film, with Ellie Brown playing Furiosa for a very large chunk of the movie. Quite well, I might add. And she looked so much like Taylor Joy that if you told me that Brown was somehow an Taylor Joy DH with visual effects, I would believe it. This character is so iconic, and Brown and Taylor Joy portraying a clever and formidable a, a opponent here, and both actresses capture those strange elements that makes Furiosa so iconic. So I really did appreciate that. I think that both actresses knew what the character is and respect the character and did justice by the character. Now moving on to Chris Hemsworth. Now for me, he was unrecognizable with a putting prosthetic nose and long unruly hair and beard. You know, sometimes you can see the actor to the makeup and the other elements, but here it was truly transformative. Hemsworth tries with being a character actor, and him being this kind of a desert biker Jesus is very, very dangerous. And how do you make Chris Hemsworth unlikable? That is very tough. But Josh Miller does it by having this character do truly appealing, unbelievable themes. You're like, no, not going back from that. You're no, I mean, you had to die. The motivation is kind of explained in a third act monologue, but whatever this the mentors believe his motivation, and often the the range have the nonsensical motivation, so it makes sense it worked in this movie. But what a role! The Mentors one, the visually evolves over the course of the film, and it was already welcome surprise. And the dialogue highlighted with new ones by Hemsworth. I never seen him so inspired as an actor, and it's a very exhilarating performance from him. I was really impressed. I think he should do more type of character like this and find those edgy and darker roles. I think he fits right great with that type of material. Now, moving on to Tom Burke, really great here. He's kind of like the love interest here, and he has like this really great vibe to him, and it was a fantastic surprise in the film. And I love him and his makeup, especially on his forehead, that really worked for him. I mean, he has some great eyes and he just looks incredible, and I really like his character in this movie. As for Anya-Taylor Joy, she of course is very talented and very cinematic. Her action sequences are excellent. She looks fantastic and benefit from inventively choreographed action sequences set to thrilling, hard, and pumping score by Tom Hockenberg. You're like, this is cool, this is fun. They are really fantastic sequences, and Alia Brown gets more than a few action sequences herself, and does an excellent job. She holds her own with this adult cast, which is particularly impressive, not just because of all the action, but because of the adult nature of the material that is presented here. And yes, Immortal Joe is back. Now, sadly, Hugh Byrne passed away recently, but Leslie Humes steps in for him seamlessly. And Immortal Joe entourage, his crew from Mad Max Saga, they are back here, who were so shocking in the first film, and it's just so great to have them back. And also, we get a bunch of world boys running around, and this one doesn't have one like really big standout like Nicholas Hall in the previous film, but they were still interesting for me. So let me say that even though it's not a Fury Road, I think Fury Road was, by the time the movie came out, was so groundbreaking, and I feel that this one is still a really great movie. I did love Furiosa, and it's still an excellent origin story for Furiosa and a great addition to the Mad Max Saga. Henceforth, like I said before, he's fantastic. Anya-Taylor Joy does a lot in this movie, especially more on the physical side in terms of her expressions on her face, her body movement, and she did a phenomenal job with that. And you know what a remarkable actress she is, and the other performances are certainly very solid. Now, the movie is visually interesting, and the action sequences along with that score are really quite thrilling. I mean, this is a blockbuster with high artistic qualities to it, so I saw this one on a premium screen, and I really recommend you go see this one on an IMAX screen. If you can see this one on IMAX, even better, because I think it deserves to be. It's visually engaging. I think the movie is brilliant, and the action. There's one particular extended action scene. Oh, that I love that scene, and I think they use a lot of particle effects for that. Also mixed with a VFX, and the the entire scene was so pumping, so full of energy, so electrifying. It just get you in the mood, and it was perfect. I really loved that scene. Now I would say that in terms of the story, I think I prefer the story in this one more than the story on Fury Road. Mainly because Fury Road is mostly like a really long chase movie. If you put it in simple terms, it's still a really excellent movie. One of the best movies ever made. It was groundbreaking. But I think I prefer the story on this one much better. But I highly recommend you go watch it. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.